Manifesting multiple things at once might seem daunting, but it is completely achievable with the right focus and mindset. Our inner world has the power to project our desires into reality, but it requires an aligned approach. Here's how you can do this successfully. To manifest multiple things at once effectively, the first and most crucial step is to clarify all your desires. Imagine standing in front of a blank canvas, ready to paint the picture of your ideal life. You wouldn't simply splash random colors and hope for the best. Instead, you'd visualize each detail, each stroke, and the precise colors you'd use. Similarly, when it comes to manifestation, clarity provides the blueprint for your subconscious mind to follow. Without a clear and specific vision, your intentions become scattered, making it difficult for the universe to understand what you are asking for. Begin the process by taking a moment to connect with your inner self. Set aside some quiet time to reflect on the different areas of your life where you wish to see transformation or growth. These areas could include your career, relationships, health, personal development, financial goals, or any other aspect that holds importance for you. As you ponder each area, ask yourself, what do I truly want? What does my heart yearn for? Often we find ourselves carrying vague or surface-level desires, shaped more by societal expectations or external pressures rather than our genuine aspirations. Dive deeper to understand what resonates with you on a soul level. Once you've given this deep thought, start writing everything down. The act of writing brings your desires from the abstract realm of the mind into the physical world. Use a journal or a dedicated manifestation notebook to list each desire clearly and specifically. Instead of writing something broad like, I want to be successful, define what success looks like for you. Is it achieving a particular position in your career? Is it having the freedom to travel the world while working remotely? The more specific you are, the better your subconscious mind will understand what to work toward. When describing your desires, include as many vivid details as possible. If one of your goals is to buy your dream home, don't just write, I want a house. Describe the location, the size, the architectural style, the color of the walls, the layout of the rooms, the view from your bedroom window, and even how you'd feel waking up in that space. Envision the ambience. Is there a garden where you grow flowers? Do you have a large kitchen where you prepare meals for friends and family? These sensory details will make your desires feel more real, and that heightened sense of reality will strengthen your manifestation efforts. While listing your desires, it's also essential to prioritize them. This doesn't mean that some desires are more important than others, but rather that you give some thought to how different manifestations may complement or affect each other. If you're manifesting both a new job and more free time for your hobbies, consider how these desires can align harmoniously. Think about the sequence of events or the way different manifestations can support each other rather than conflict. When you have a clear and prioritized vision, it's easier to direct your energy efficiently and avoid feeling overwhelmed by the number of things you're manifesting at once. Visual aids can also enhance this process of clarification. Create a mind map where you list each desire and branch out with the details that define it. This visual approach can help you see connections between different desires and understand how they fit into the bigger picture of your ideal life. Using visuals can also make the process more engaging and fun, turning it into an exercise of co-creation rather than a mere to-do list. Remember to ask yourself why you want each specific desire. Understanding your motivation can bring you even more clarity and deepen your emotional connection to your intentions. For example, if you're manifesting financial abundance, reflect on the reason behind it. Is it to experience more freedom? Is it to support your loved ones? When you know your why, your desires become infused with purpose, and this sense of purpose can amplify your manifestation power. It also helps you weed out desires that may not be truly aligned with your higher self, making your overall vision more authentic and aligned. Be open and honest with yourself throughout this process. Sometimes you may discover that you have conflicting desires, and that's okay. The purpose of this step is to gain awareness and sort through your intentions until you have a clear and coherent vision. If you're unsure about a particular desire, don't rush the process. Give yourself the time and space to explore it further, either through journaling, meditation, or simply letting it unfold naturally in your mind. When you have a refined list of desires, consider assigning a feeling or emotion to each one. Emotions are the language of the subconscious mind, and attaching an emotional state to your desires will make them feel more tangible and achievable. For instance, if one of your desires is to start your own business, Think about the feelings you'd experience when it becomes a reality. Is it a sense of freedom, pride, excitement, or empowerment? Anchor these feelings within you so that they become a part of your daily emotional experience. Another crucial aspect of clarifying your desires is being mindful of your language. Use positive, affirming words when describing your goals. Avoid phrases like "I don't want to struggle financially," and instead focus on what you do want, such as "I am enjoying financial abundance." Your subconscious doesn't differentiate between positive and negative, it simply responds to the images and feelings you feed it. Therefore, keep your language affirmative and focus on what you wish to create, rather than what you want to avoid. Revisit and refine your list periodically. As you grow and evolve, your desires may change, and that's perfectly natural. Manifestation is a dynamic process, and your vision should reflect your current dreams and aspirations. Clarifying your desires is not a one-time task, it's an ongoing journey of self-discovery and alignment. To manifest multiple things at once effectively, one of the most powerful techniques you can use is to feel each desire as if it has already been fulfilled. This concept goes beyond simply thinking about what you want or daydreaming about future outcomes. Instead, it's about cultivating a deep, emotional experience in the present moment that matches the reality you are aiming to create. Emotions are the secret language of the universe, and they carry the vibrational energy that helps bridge the gap between your desires and your lived experience. Imagine for a moment the power of your emotions. When you feel genuine excitement, joy, or love, your entire body responds. Your heart beats a little faster, your energy levels soar, and you might even find yourself smiling or laughing. These feelings are incredibly potent and send out a signal to the universe, much like a radio station broadcasting a specific frequency. To manifest your desires, you need to tune into the frequency of already having what you want. This is how you align your energy with the outcome you wish to experience. Start by visualizing each of your desires in vivid detail. Close your eyes and place yourself in a scenario where that desire is fully realized. If you are manifesting a dream job, imagine yourself in your ideal workspace. What does it look like? What kind of people are around you? Are there windows with natural light streaming in? How does your desk feel under your fingertips? Take a moment to feel the excitement of being in this perfect environment where your career is thriving. See yourself completing meaningful work that brings you fulfillment and purpose. Now, more importantly, notice how you feel. Are you filled with pride, enthusiasm, and a sense of accomplishment? To deepen the emotional connection, engage all your senses in your visualization. Smell the fresh coffee brewing in your dream office, or feel the warmth of the sun as you walk into the building. If your desire is to manifest a beautiful relationship, imagine being embraced by your partner, feeling their warmth and the comfort of being loved unconditionally. Listen to their laughter, and notice the sense of security and joy that washes over you when you are together. The more vivid and sensory-rich your visualization is, the stronger the emotional response will be. It's not enough to simply think about these scenarios. You must let your emotions flow freely and genuinely. This is where many people make a mistake in their manifestation practice. They may create a mental image of their desires, but fail to engage with the emotional aspect, treating it as an intellectual exercise rather than an immersive experience. To manifest effectively, you must generate emotions that feel as real as if the desire has already manifested. Your body and subconscious mind need to believe you are already living that reality, and emotions are the key to convincing them. Consider using anchoring techniques to solidify these emotions. An anchor can be a physical gesture, like placing your hand on your heart or closing your eyes and taking a deep breath, that helps you reconnect with the feeling of having your desire fulfilled. For example, if one of your desires is to live in a beautiful, peaceful home, visualize yourself in that home and feel the serenity it brings. Once you're fully immersed in that feeling, press your hand gently on your heart. Each time you repeat this gesture, it will serve as a reminder of that emotional state, helping you access it more easily. Consistency is vital in this practice. Make time every day to engage with these feelings, even if it's just for a few minutes. The repetition of feeling your desires fulfilled will create new neural pathways in your brain, essentially training your mind to expect and welcome these realities. Your subconscious will start to work in harmony with your conscious desires, opening up opportunities and guiding you toward actions that align with your goals. You may also find it helpful to practice scripting, a technique where you write out your desires in the present tense as if they have already happened. Start each entry with phrases like "I am so grateful now," that, or "it feels incredible to be." As you write, allow yourself to experience the joy, relief, or excitement of living your desires. Feel your heart swell with gratitude, and let that emotion linger. This practice not only clarifies your desires, but also reinforces the feeling of already having them. If you ever find it difficult to conjure up these emotions, try thinking about something you've already manifested in your life. Reflect on how you felt when you achieved a goal, received something wonderful, or experienced a moment of pure happiness. Use that memory as a springboard to tap into the feeling of fulfillment. Remember, your subconscious doesn't differentiate between real experiences and vividly imagined ones. What matters is the intensity of your emotions and how deeply you can feel them in your body. It's important to be mindful of any resistance that arises while doing this. Sometimes doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs may surface, telling you that your desires are too far-fetched or that you don't deserve them. Acknowledge these feelings without judgment, but don't let them take center stage. Refocus your attention on the joy and excitement of having your desires. You may need to practice self-compassion and remind yourself that you are worthy of everything you're asking for. Feeling your desires as if they're already fulfilled also requires trust. You must believe, at your core, that the universe is working in your favor, even if you can't yet see physical evidence. This belief generates a sense of ease and confidence, allowing you to let go of desperation and anxiety. Instead of trying to force your desires into being, you can surrender with the knowing that they are already yours energetically. When you truly feel that your desires are already fulfilled, you shift into a state of allowing, where manifestations flow to you with less effort and more grace. Consider incorporating gratitude into this emotional practice. Gratitude is a powerful amplifier that enhances your vibrational frequency. As you visualize your desires, express sincere gratitude for having them. Imagine the feeling of saying thank you to the universe for the blessings that have entered your life. This act of gratitude not only solidifies your manifestation, but also keeps your heart open to receiving even more abundance. Creating a vision board for multiplicity is a highly effective method to visually represent and amplify your various desires. Unlike a single focused vision board, which may only emphasize one primary goal or dream. A vision board for multiplicity allows you to align and manifest multiple aspects of your life simultaneously. The process of designing and interacting with this board helps bring clarity and focus to your intentions, engaging your subconscious mind and setting the stage for powerful manifestations. The first step in crafting your vision board is to gather the necessary materials. While it's possible to create a digital version using apps or software, using physical materials can engage your senses in a more tangible way. You'll need a sturdy board, magazines, printed images, scissors, glue, and perhaps some markers or decorative items. The act of physically cutting, arranging, and attaching images can create a stronger emotional connection to your desires, making your vision board even more effective. Before you begin assembling your board, take a few moments to set a clear intention. Reflect on the various areas of your life you wish to transform or improve. This could include aspects such as career, relationships, health, personal development, financial abundance, travel, or any other dreams you hold dear. The key is to be intentional and thoughtful, allowing your desires to come to the forefront of your mind. With your list of desires in mind, envision how they all come together to form a harmonious and fulfilling life. Remember that each desire should reflect your deepest aspirations, not what society or others expect of you. Next, begin searching for images, words, and symbols that represent your desires in vivid detail. For a vision board for multiplicity, ensure you have representations that are meaningful and emotionally resonant. If your goal is to own a beautiful home, look for pictures that evoke the feeling of comfort and joy you envision in that space. Perhaps you find an image of a cozy living room bathed in natural light, or a sprawling garden with vibrant flowers. If one of your desires is to travel to a dream destination, include images of that place, whether it's the turquoise waters of the Maldives, the historic streets of Paris, or the serene mountains of Japan. The more evocative the images, the more they'll connect you to the emotions of already having those experiences. Words and affirmations can also play a crucial role on your vision board. As you sift through magazines or browse for printable words, choose ones that inspire and uplift you. These could include words like abundance, joy, freedom, or love. Phrases such as "I am thriving limitless possibilities" or "health and vitality" can also be powerful reminders of what you are manifesting. Be mindful of the language you use. It should be positive, empowering, and focused on what you want to attract rather than what you wish to avoid. For each image or word, pause for a moment to feel the energy of that desire. Imagine it already being part of your life, and let the emotions of fulfillment and gratitude wash over you. Once you have a collection of images and words that resonate with you, it's time to arrange them on your board. This step is about creating a visual representation of your ideal life, with each section of the board dedicated to a different desire. You might divide your board into quadrants, each representing a different area of your life. Or you could create a more fluid and interconnected design, where all the images and words blend seamlessly. If you're manifesting multiple desires, be mindful of how each one fits into the bigger picture. For instance, if you're manifesting financial abundance, consider how it supports other areas like travel, personal growth, or family. Arrange your images in a way that feels balanced and aligned, ensuring that no desire is overshadowed by another. Adding symbols or visual metaphors can deepen the impact of your vision board. Symbols like hearts for love, trees for growth, or a mountain for strength can carry layers of meaning that resonate on a subconscious level. You can even create a central image or symbol that represents your overall vision for life, serving as a focal point that ties everything together. Personal photographs can also be a valuable addition, especially if they evoke powerful memories or emotions. A picture of yourself smiling and happy, for instance, can symbolize your commitment to living a joyful and fulfilling life. As you create your vision board, infuse it with energy and intention. Every image you place and every word you glue down should be done with a sense of purpose. Think of this as a sacred ritual where you are actively co-creating your reality with the universe. You are not just making a collage, you are building a map to your dreams. This mindful and deliberate approach will help you form a stronger connection to your vision, making it easier to manifest your desires. Once your board is complete, choose a location to display it where you will see it frequently. The more often you engage with your vision board, the more its energy will work on your subconscious mind. Each time you look at it, take a few moments to immerse yourself in the feelings of already living your dream life. Run your fingers over the images, say your affirmations out loud, or close your eyes and imagine yourself experiencing everything depicted on your board. This daily practice will anchor your desires into your consciousness and reinforce your manifestation process. It's important to make your vision board dynamic and adaptable. As you grow and your desires evolve, you may feel the need to add new images or remove old ones. Don't hesitate to refresh your board to reflect your current goals and dreams. Manifestation is a fluid journey, and your vision board should feel like a living, breathing representation of your ever-evolving aspirations. Making these adjustments keeps your energy aligned with what you are actively working to manifest and maintains your excitement and commitment to your vision. Another powerful way to engage with your vision board is to incorporate visualization exercises into your daily routine. Spend time each morning or evening in quiet reflection, using your vision board as a guide. Allow your mind to drift into a vivid sensory experience where you feel the joy, peace, and excitement of each desire coming true. This practice reinforces your intentions and keeps your vibration aligned with the energy of abundance and fulfillment. Remember to keep the process joyful and inspiring. Creating a vision board should feel like an act of self-love and empowerment, a time to connect deeply with your dreams and celebrate the endless possibilities that life offers. The emotions you generate while working on your vision board will set the stage for manifesting your desires with greater ease and grace. As you return to your board each day, let it remind you that you are worthy of every dream and aspiration you've so lovingly depicted. Mastering the art of detachment is a crucial step in the manifestation process, especially when you are striving to manifest multiple desires at once. Detachment does not mean you give up on your dreams or that you stop caring about what you want. Instead, it is about letting go of the intense need or desperation to have your desires fulfilled in a specific way or within a certain timeline. It's the practice of releasing your expectations and trusting that the universe will deliver your manifestations in the best possible manner. At the core of detachment is the concept of surrender. When you detach from the outcome, you surrender control over how and when your desires will manifest. This can be one of the most difficult aspects of manifestation because it challenges your need to manage or predict everything. But the truth is, when you become overly attached to your desires, you send out energy that signals lack or fear. You may begin to worry about whether your manifestations will ever come true, which inadvertently pushes them further away. Detachment helps you to stay in a state of trust and positive expectation, free from the anxiety that arises when you feel you have to micromanage the universe. To master the art of detachment, start by examining the reasons you feel so strongly attached to your desires. Are you seeking validation, security, or happiness through external achievements or relationships? When you become aware of these underlying motives, you can begin to shift your perspective and recognize that true fulfillment comes from within. Understand that your desires are meant to enhance your life, not complete you. The more you realize your intrinsic worth and joy independent of external circumstances, the easier it will be to let go and trust the process. Another powerful way to cultivate detachment is to develop a deep sense of trust in the timing of the universe. Remind yourself that the universe always operates with perfect timing, and that what you desire is either on its way to you, or something even better is being prepared. This trust can be reinforced through daily affirmations or mantras that focus on divine timing and abundance. For example, you might say to yourself, "I trust that everything is unfolding perfectly for me," or "I am exactly where I need to be." These affirmations help to release any feelings of impatience and keep you aligned with a higher frequency of trust and calm. Detachment also involves shifting your focus away from the outcome and instead putting your energy into the present moment. When you focus too much on what you want in the future, you may become blind to the magic and opportunities that are already available to you right now. By practicing mindfulness and immersing yourself fully in each present moment, you release the stress and anxiety that comes from worrying about what's to come. This doesn't mean you stop visualizing or working toward your goals, rather. It means you find joy in the process of manifesting, not just in the end result. Another effective approach is to engage in activities that bring you genuine pleasure and fulfillment. These activities can act as a natural form of detachment because they keep you in a state of flow where you are not obsessively thinking about your desires. Whether it's exercising, painting, meditating, spending time in nature, or simply reading a book, find something that allows you to disconnect from the stress of wanting and instead fosters a sense of contentment. When you are enjoying your life and not constantly thinking about your desires, you emit a more positive and relaxed energy that is actually more conducive to manifestation. Additionally, gratitude plays a pivotal role in mastering detachment. When you practice gratitude, you focus on the abundance you already have rather than what you lack. Make it a habit to express gratitude daily, not just for the blessings in your life, but also for the desires you are working to manifest, as if they have already been fulfilled. This not only raises your vibration, but also shifts your mindset from scarcity to abundance. By appreciating what you already have, you create space for more blessings to flow into your life without clinging to specific outcomes. It's also important to recognize that detachment requires a mindset of abundance rather than scarcity. When you are operating from a place of scarcity, you may feel that you need to cling tightly to your desires because you fear there isn't enough for everyone, or you may believe that if you don't get what you want, you'll be left empty or unfulfilled. Shifting to an abundance mindset means believing that there is more than enough for everyone and that you are worthy of receiving your desires. It means trusting that the universe has an infinite supply of resources, love, opportunities, and possibilities. When you truly embrace this belief, detachment becomes easier because you no longer fear loss or lack. To strengthen your ability to detach, consider the practice of non-attachment to specific outcomes. This means being open to the possibility that your desires could manifest in ways you haven't even imagined. Often the universe has a far greater plan for you than the one you've created in your mind. By releasing the need for things to happen exactly as you envisioned, you allow the universe to work its magic and surprise you with outcomes that may be even better than you could have dreamed. It's about being flexible and open, rather than rigid and controlling. One practical exercise for practicing detachment is to set your intentions and then release them. After you've visualized or scripted your desires, take a moment to affirm that you are surrendering them to the universe. You might even visualize placing your desires in a box and handing that box over to the universe, trusting that it will take care of the rest. This symbolic act reinforces the idea that you are releasing control and leaving room for the universe to do its part. Then, instead of constantly revisiting your desires, focus on living your life with as much joy and presence as possible. Another aspect of detachment is dealing with setbacks or delays in your manifestation journey. It's easy to become discouraged or frustrated when things don't seem to be happening as quickly as you'd like. However, these moments are opportunities to strengthen your faith and practice patience. View any setbacks as redirections or as periods of preparation. Sometimes the universe is aligning other factors or waiting for you to grow into the person who is ready to receive your desires. Instead of resisting these moments, lean into them with a sense of curiosity and trust, knowing that everything is working out for your highest good. Remember that detachment does not mean a lack of passion or commitment. It doesn't mean giving up on your dreams or settling for less. Rather, it's about cultivating an inner peace and stability that doesn't waver, regardless of external circumstances. It's about knowing that you are complete and whole, with or without the things you are manifesting. This inner sense of fulfillment becomes the foundation from which all of your desires can flow naturally, without effort or force. Meditation is a powerful tool that can help you align and balance your energy, especially when you are working on manifesting multiple things at once. When you have several desires in your heart, it's easy to become overwhelmed or feel scattered. You may find your energy pulled in different directions, which can create confusion and hinder the manifestation process. Meditating to align and balance yourself ensures that your energy is coherent, focused, and attuned to the highest frequencies of abundance and positivity. The first step in using meditation for alignment and balance is to set a clear intention before you start your practice. Take a few moments to reflect on your desires and the outcomes you wish to manifest. Then, bring your attention inward, breathing deeply to relax your mind and body. By setting this intention, you are giving your subconscious mind a directive to focus on aligning your energy with your goals. This simple act of conscious focus helps create a pathway for your energy to flow more freely and harmoniously. As you begin your meditation, pay attention to your breath. Breathing is a powerful way to connect to the present moment and center yourself. Inhale deeply, holding the breath for a moment, and then exhale slowly, releasing any tension or stress you may be carrying. This cycle of conscious breathing calms your nervous system and helps clear your mind of worries or distractions. As you continue to breathe deeply and rhythmically, imagine yourself drawing in universal energy with every inhale and releasing doubts, fears, and limitations with every exhale. This exchange of energy helps cleanse and balance your aura, preparing you for deeper alignment with your desires. Visualization is a key component of meditation for alignment and balance. Once you are in a relaxed state, close your eyes and visualize a beautiful light radiating from the center of your being. This light represents your highest self, your purest intention, and your deepest truth. Imagine this light growing brighter and stronger, expanding to fill your entire body, and then extending outward, surrounding you in a protective bubble of positive energy. This visualization strengthens your energetic field and ensures that you are vibrating at a high frequency, which is essential for manifesting your desires. As you continue to visualize, focus on each of your desires one by one. See them as clear images in your mind's eye, and imagine each desire as a unique frequency or vibration. Rather than feeling overwhelmed by the multiplicity of your desires, see them as different notes in a harmonious symphony. Feel the energy of each desire resonating within you, but also notice how they all coexist beautifully, complementing and enhancing one another. This visualization helps you realize that your desires do not have to compete for your attention or energy. They can coexist in perfect harmony, and you can hold space for all of them with ease. Balancing your chakras is another effective meditation technique for aligning your energy. Your chakras are energy centers that influence different aspects of your physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. When any of these energy centers are out of balance, it can disrupt the flow of manifestation. To balance your chakras, start at the root chakra, located at the base of your spine. Visualize a red, vibrant energy spinning and glowing, grounding you and providing you with stability and a sense of security. Move upward through each chakra, from the sacral to the solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown, visualizing each energy center as a bright, balanced light. As you align and balance each chakra, you are creating an open channel for universal energy to flow through you effortlessly. Mantra meditation can also be an incredibly effective practice for aligning and balancing your energy. Choose a mantra that resonates with your intentions, such as I am aligned with the energy of abundance, or I am in perfect harmony with all of my desires. As you silently repeat your chosen mantra, let the words sink deep into your subconscious mind. The repetition of the mantra creates a vibrational field that tunes your energy to a higher frequency. Over time, your subconscious mind starts to accept these affirmations as truth, and you naturally become more aligned with the energy of what you are manifesting. Focusing on your heart center is another way to align and balance your energy during meditation. Your heart chakra is the bridge between your physical and spiritual self, and it plays a vital role in manifestation. Place your hands over your heart and feel its warmth and rhythm. Imagine a bright green light, the color associated with the heart chakra, emanating from your chest. As you breathe, feel this green light expanding and filling you with unconditional love, gratitude, and compassion. Connecting with your heart center helps you to manifest from a place of love rather than fear or lack. It reminds you that you are worthy of receiving all the blessings you desire, and that you are connected to a loving and abundant universe. Guided meditations can also be helpful, especially if you are new to the practice, or if you find it difficult to focus on your own. Listening to a guided meditation that is specifically designed for alignment and balance can take you on a journey of relaxation and visualization, making it easier to tap into the energy of your desires. These meditations often include soothing music, nature sounds, or calming voices that help you release stress and tune into a state of flow. As you follow along, you may find it easier to let go of worries and align your energy with your highest intentions. Balancing your energy also involves releasing any blocks or limiting beliefs that may be hindering your manifestations. During your meditation, ask yourself if there are any doubts, fears, or negative beliefs lurking in your subconscious mind. These could be thoughts like, I'm not good enough, or I'll never be able to manifest all of these things. When these thoughts arise, don't judge or resist them. Acknowledge their presence, and then visualize them dissolving or being carried away by a gentle breeze. This act of releasing limiting beliefs clears the path for new, empowering thoughts to take their place, making your energy more aligned with abundance and possibility. As you deepen your meditation practice, make it a habit to scan your body and notice where you may be holding on to tension or resistance. Often our bodies can store emotions and energetic blocks that affect our ability to manifest. For example, you might notice tightness in your chest if you are feeling anxiety, or tension in your stomach if you are worried about a specific outcome. Use your breath to release these physical sensations, imagining each inhale filling that area with soothing energy and each exhale releasing the tension. This body scan practice helps you become more in tune with your physical and energetic state, making it easier to maintain balance. Consistency is key. Like any skill, meditation for alignment and balance becomes more effective with regular practice. Even dedicating just 10 to 20 minutes a day to this practice can create significant shifts in your energy and mindset. Make meditation a non-negotiable part of your routine, just like brushing your teeth or eating meals. As you commit to this practice, you'll notice that your energy becomes more stable, your intuition sharpens, and your manifestations flow with greater ease and synchronicity. Staying open to inspired action is one of the most dynamic and crucial elements of manifesting multiple desires simultaneously. When you align your energy with your intentions and visualize your desires coming to fruition, the universe begins to move in your favor. Opportunities present themselves, synchronicities occur, and intuitive nudges guide you along your path. However, to fully take advantage of these divine orchestrations, you must be ready to recognize and act upon the inspiration that comes your way. It's about maintaining a state of readiness, where you can effortlessly respond to the guidance the universe provides. To truly stay open to inspired action, it's important to cultivate a mindset of receptivity. Often people become so attached to their plans and routines that they close themselves off from the subtle cues and whispers that life offers. Inspired action doesn't always come in the form of a grand revelation. Sometimes it's a quiet, almost imperceptible pull in a particular direction. It might be a sudden thought to call someone, a desire to visit a specific location, or an idea that sparks excitement. Being receptive means staying present and aware, so that you can notice when these insights come. Being present is a practice in itself, and it requires you to quiet your mind and detach from unnecessary distractions. Our modern world is filled with noise and stimulation, making it easy to overlook the subtle signals that guide us toward our desires. To stay open to inspired action, take time to clear your mental space regularly. This could mean setting boundaries around your screen time, practicing mindfulness, or simply taking regular moments of silence to ground yourself. When your mind is quiet and focused, you create an environment in which inspiration can flourish. An essential part of recognizing inspired action is differentiating it from impulsive or fear-based reactions. Inspired action often comes from a place of peace and excitement, rather than anxiety or desperation. It's a feeling that ignites a sense of joy or curiosity within you. When you receive an idea or feel drawn to a certain course of action, tune into your body's response. Does it feel light, uplifting, and expansive, or does it feel heavy and restrictive? Your body is an excellent barometer for discerning whether an action is truly inspired or not. Trusting your intuition is also key to staying open to inspired action. Intuition is like a compass that guides you in the direction of your highest good. Unfortunately, many people have been conditioned to ignore their intuitive insights, favoring logic and external validation instead. To strengthen your intuitive abilities, practice listening to your inner voice in small, everyday situations. This might mean taking a different route home just because it feels right, or choosing a book to read based on your gut feeling. The more you trust and act on your intuition, the stronger and clearer it becomes, paving the way for inspired action in larger aspects of your life. The timing of inspired action can sometimes be unexpected. The universe does not operate on a predictable, human-made schedule. Instead, it unfolds in its own divine timing, and opportunities can arise when you least expect them. Staying open means being flexible and willing to adjust your plans when necessary. It means not being so rigid in your expectations that you miss out on something extraordinary simply because it doesn't fit into your preconceived idea of how things should unfold. Flexibility allows you to flow with the energy of the universe rather than resist it. Another aspect of staying open to inspired action involves being willing to step outside your comfort zone. Manifesting multiple desires often requires you to take bold and courageous steps that may feel unfamiliar or even intimidating. This is because inspired action can push you to grow, evolve, and expand beyond what you already know. If you find yourself feeling nervous about taking a certain action, remind yourself that growth often happens in moments of discomfort. Embrace the idea that stepping into the unknown is a natural part of the manifestation process. It's important to remain patient and trust that every action you take, whether big or small, is contributing to your manifestation. Sometimes inspired action may not yield immediate results, and it can be tempting to doubt whether you're on the right path. However, trust that every inspired step is part of a larger picture that you may not fully see yet. Each action sets off a chain of events that brings you closer to your desires, even if the connection isn't obvious right away. This trust in the unfolding process helps you maintain a positive and receptive state of mind. Journaling can be a powerful tool to help you stay open to inspired action. At the end of each day, reflect on any insights, intuitive feelings, or opportunities that came your way. Writing them down not only helps you process these experiences, but also reinforces your ability to recognize and act upon them in the future. You may start to notice patterns or recurring themes that guide you toward your goals. This awareness allows you to deepen your connection with your intuition and understand the ways in which the universe communicates with you. Another practical method for staying open is to regularly affirm that you are ready and willing to take inspired action. Affirmations such as "I am open to divine guidance," or "I trust and act on my intuition" can serve as daily reminders of your commitment to staying receptive. These affirmations reprogram your subconscious mind to stay alert for opportunities and reinforce your belief that the universe is always working in your favor. By consciously declaring your openness, you align your energy with the flow of abundance and become a magnet for inspired opportunities. Surrounding yourself with people who uplift and support your manifestation journey can also make a significant difference. The energy of those around you can either amplify or hinder your ability to recognize inspired action. Spend time with individuals who encourage you to follow your intuition and who understand the power of inspired steps. They can provide fresh perspectives, spark new ideas, and even serve as catalysts for taking bold action. A supportive community can help you stay accountable and motivated as you pursue multiple manifestations. Staying open to inspired action also means being willing to take risks. Sometimes an opportunity may present itself that feels exciting yet daunting. Perhaps it requires an investment of time, money, or energy, or maybe it pushes you to showcase your talents in a public way. In these moments, remind yourself that every great manifestation involves a degree of risk. Taking inspired action is about having faith that the universe wouldn't guide you towards something unless it had a purpose in your growth and success. Embrace these opportunities as signs that you are expanding and evolving in alignment with your desires. Staying open to inspired action is a dynamic dance between intention and intuition. It requires you to be both proactive and receptive, trusting that the universe will provide you with the right cues and opportunities. By maintaining a sense of curiosity and adventure, you become a co-creator with the universe, actively participating in the manifestation of your dreams while remaining open to the magic of the unknown. The more you practice this art of staying open, the more fluidly your desires will manifest in ways that are often more magnificent than you could have planned or imagined. Expressing gratitude for what you have already manifested is an essential practice when it comes to attracting more of your desires. Gratitude is a powerful vibration, one that communicates to the universe that you are content and appreciative of what has been provided. When you express sincere gratitude for what you have, you align yourself with the frequency of abundance, signaling that you are ready to receive even more. This practice not only keeps your energy high, but also creates a positive feedback loop where your life continues to be filled with blessings and manifestations. The essence of gratitude lies in its ability to shift your focus from lack to abundance. So often we are conditioned to notice what we do not have or what is still missing from our lives. By actively choosing to express gratitude for what has already come into existence, you train your mind to see the good and recognize the miracles that have already unfolded. This perspective shift is crucial for manifesting multiple things at once, because it keeps your vibration elevated and opens your heart to more opportunities. Gratitude transforms your mindset from a state of wanting and needing to a state of fulfillment and joy. To practice gratitude effectively, it is important to make it a daily ritual. Many people find it beneficial to keep a gratitude journal where they list everything they are thankful for. This could include things as small as a warm cup of coffee in the morning, or as significant as landing a new job. The act of writing down your blessings makes the experience tangible and helps reinforce the positive feelings associated with them. It also serves as a record that you can look back on to remind yourself of all the wonderful things you have already manifested, helping to build trust in your ability to manifest even more. When you express gratitude, focus not only on the material things you've received, but also on the experiences, relationships, and personal growth that have enriched your life. Perhaps you've manifested a deeper connection with a loved one, the courage to pursue a passion project, or newfound wisdom from overcoming a challenge. Recognizing these non-material blessings broadens your understanding of abundance and reminds you that manifestations come in many forms. This holistic approach to gratitude can deepen your sense of appreciation and make you even more receptive to the gifts the universe has in store. Feel the emotion of gratitude as deeply as possible when you practice it. It's not enough to simply list what you are grateful for, you must also embody the feeling that comes with it. Close your eyes and visualize the things you are thankful for, letting a wave of appreciation wash over you. Feel your heart expand and your energy lift as you focus on the blessings in your life. This emotional resonance amplifies the power of your gratitude and makes your intentions even more magnetic. When the universe senses your genuine, heartfelt appreciation, it is inspired to bring you more of what you love. Gratitude also helps you stay grounded in the present moment. Manifestation often involves looking forward to the future and envisioning what you want to bring into your reality. While this forward focus is necessary, it's equally important to remain anchored in the now. Expressing gratitude for what you already have keeps you present and prevents you from getting lost in the endless cycle of future desires. It creates a sense of contentment and peace, reminding you that, in this moment, you are complete. From this place of wholeness, you become a stronger creator, attracting what you desire without a sense of desperation or lack. Another powerful way to express gratitude is through spoken affirmations. Throughout the day, take a moment to say out loud, "I am grateful for," insert your manifestation. The act of speaking your gratitude amplifies your intention and reinforces it in your subconscious mind. Your words have energy and power, and when you express gratitude verbally, you create a stronger connection between your inner and outer reality. Feel free to express gratitude not just in private moments, but also in your interactions with others. When you share your appreciation openly, you uplift the energy around you and inspire those around you to do the same. Gratitude also serves as a reminder of your co-creative power. Every manifestation, no matter how big or small, is evidence that you have the ability to shape your reality. When you take the time to acknowledge and celebrate these manifestations, you strengthen your belief in your own creative abilities. This self-assurance is crucial when you are working on manifesting multiple desires simultaneously. It reminds you that if you could manifest in the past, you can certainly do so again. Gratitude reinforces your trust in the process and gives you the confidence to continue dreaming big. Sometimes gratitude may require a conscious effort, especially during challenging times or when manifestations seem slow to appear. In these moments, it's helpful to remember that every experience has something to teach you, and that even difficulties can be a source of growth and insight. Expressing gratitude for the lessons learned during tough times can be incredibly empowering. It shifts your perspective from feeling like a victim of circumstance to understanding that everything is happening for your highest good. This sense of appreciation, even for life's challenges, can accelerate your manifestations by keeping your energy positive and resilient. It is also important to express gratitude for the things that are still on their way to you. This may sound counterintuitive, but being thankful in advance is a powerful manifestation technique. When you say thank you for your future manifestation as if it has already happened, you are acting as if your desire is already fulfilled. This creates a sense of expectation and certainty, which can help bring your manifestation into reality faster. You are essentially collapsing the timeline between your desire and its fulfillment by energetically embracing it as already yours. You can also express gratitude creatively by giving back to the world around you. When you feel abundant, share that abundance in whatever way you can. It could be through acts of kindness, volunteering your time, or simply offering a smile to a stranger. Giving back from a place of gratitude not only spreads positivity, but also reinforces your sense of abundance. It reminds you that there is always more than enough to go around, and that the universe is an endlessly generous source. This cycle of giving and receiving keeps the energy of gratitude flowing in your life. Visualization is another powerful way to express gratitude for your manifestations. Take a few minutes each day to close your eyes and picture your life filled with everything you are grateful for. See yourself experiencing joy, love, success, or whatever it is that you have manifested. Imagine the details vividly and allow yourself to feel the emotions associated with these blessings. Visualization makes your gratitude more real and tangible, enhancing your manifestation power. By repeatedly visualizing and feeling grateful, you reinforce your belief that more good things are on their way. Remember that gratitude is a state of being, not just a momentary practice. Strive to carry a sense of appreciation throughout your day, even in the simplest of moments. Whether you're eating a meal, spending time in nature, or engaging in conversation with a loved one, pause to savor and appreciate the experience. Gratitude weaves a thread of magic into your everyday life, turning ordinary moments into extraordinary blessings. When you make gratitude a way of life, you create a reality that is abundant, fulfilling, and continuously expanding with new manifestations. In conclusion, manifesting multiple things at once requires a delicate blend of clarity, focus, and openness. By beginning with a deep understanding of your desires and feeling each of them as if already fulfilled, you create a powerful energetic foundation. Tools like a vision board enhance your focus, while mastering detachment ensures that you do not create resistance by holding on too tightly. Meditation becomes a balancing force, keeping your energies aligned and receptive. And remaining open to inspired action allows the universe to guide you toward your goals in often unexpected but perfect ways. Expressing gratitude completes the cycle, reinforcing your connection to abundance and amplifying your manifestation power. By integrating these practices into your life, you step into a state of continuous creation, where multiple desires can unfold harmoniously and effortlessly. Picture a river flowing, calm and steady, winding its way through valleys and hills, carrying with it the currents of life. That river never rushes but simply flows, knowing that every bend, every wave, every ripple has a purpose. Like that river, your dreams, desires, and ambitions will find their way to you not through force, but through flow. They will come to you at the right time. Imagine that life is a vast and intricate tapestry, with every thread woven with purpose, creating a unique pattern that is yours alone. Each experience, person, challenge, and success is woven into the fabric of who you are and where you're meant to go. Trusting in life's timing means understanding that each of these threads is essential, and none can be rushed or manipulated into place. It's a practice of surrender, of stepping back to allow life to unfold with its own wisdom and rhythm. This trust is not passive, it's an active, intentional faith that life's course, though it may appear chaotic or slow, is bringing you precisely where you need to be. Often we feel urgency pressing upon us, a sense that if we don't achieve our goals immediately, we're somehow failing. This anxiety about timing is deeply rooted in our fast-paced, result-oriented world, which tells us that success must be immediate to be meaningful. We're encouraged to control every aspect of our journey, and to measure our progress by society's definitions. Yet genuine growth and fulfillment are far more complex than any checklist can capture. The timeline we set for ourselves may not align with the deeper wisdom that life holds for us. True trust in life's timing is understanding that what's meant for us will arrive when we're ready for it, not when we demand it. Our lives are filled with seasons, much like nature itself. There are seasons of growth, seasons of rest, seasons of harvest, seasons of harvest, and seasons of letting go. Each season plays a crucial role, preparing us for the next. When we rush to the next stage, we may find ourselves unprepared for the demands it brings. Trusting in life's timing involves surrendering to these natural cycles and understanding that everything has its rightful place and time. When a tree grows, for example, it does so in stages. A sapling doesn't become a mature tree overnight. The seasons and years shape it, strengthening its roots, growing its branches, and developing its resilience. Our lives follow a similar path. Trusting the timing of our journey means allowing these seasons to mold us, developing our resilience and preparing us for what's to come. In this journey, we encounter detours and delays that feel frustrating and even discouraging. We might interpret these moments as failures or as signs that we are not meant to achieve our goals. Yet often these setbacks are precisely the experiences we need to grow in a way that aligns with our desires. Every delay has something to teach us, offering valuable lessons that we can't always see in the moment. Sometimes the timing isn't right, not because we aren't ready, but because the external circumstances or people involved aren't yet aligned. Other times the delay is a period of preparation, molding us into the person capable of truly appreciating and handling what we're asking for. Learning to trust in life's timing is recognizing that every pause is purposeful, and that every setback is setting us up for something greater than we can envision. Letting go of the need to control our journey's timing requires a profound inner shift. It asks us to stop comparing ourselves to others, as everyone has their own unique path. When we see others reaching milestones or achieving goals similar to our own, it's easy to feel as though we're falling behind. But comparing our journey to someone else's diminishes the value of our unique experiences and the timing that accompanies them. Trusting life's timing is acknowledging that what works for one person may not work for another, and what appears to be a delay for us may be exactly what we need to grow, transform, and succeed on our own terms. Each journey is unique, with its own set of lessons and timing, and trusting that your journey is unfolding exactly as it should be is liberating. When we cultivate trust in life's timing, we open ourselves to the beauty of the present moment. Each experience, each day, becomes an essential part of the journey, rather than merely a step toward a distant goal. This presence doesn't mean abandoning our dreams or giving up on our goals. It means learning to be fully present in the here and now, understanding that it's in the present moment that we grow and develop. Life has a way of presenting us with the lessons, people, and circumstances we need right now, even if they don't appear to be related to our goals at first glance. When we're fully engaged in the present, we're far more receptive to these lessons and more open to seeing how they shape us for what's to come. Trusting life's timing is the understanding that every experience, no matter how mundane or difficult, has value and purpose in our journey. As we learn to trust in life's timing, we become more patient, not because we've stopped desiring what we want, but because we've learned that true fulfillment often requires us to grow in ways we hadn't anticipated. Our desires are not just about acquiring something, they're about becoming someone. Each desire, each goal, brings with it a journey of inner transformation. Trusting life's timing means understanding that our desires are drawing us to become the person capable of achieving and sustaining them. The journey is as valuable as the destination, and the timing of this journey is something we cannot force. When we truly trust in life's timing, we allow ourselves the space to evolve, to deepen our understanding, and to appreciate the transformation that happens along the way. Every desire we hold, whether it's a dream, a goal, or a vision for our future, starts as a small, tender seed within us. Like any seed, these desires need careful nurturing, patience, and faith to grow into something real and lasting. Nurturing a desire patiently means tending to it with intention, feeding it with positive thoughts, and allowing it the time it needs to develop into its fullest form. This process is not one that can be rushed. It requires us to trust that growth is happening, even when we cannot see it. Much like a gardener plants a seed and trusts that nature will take its course, we must also trust that our dreams will unfold at the right time and in the right way. In a world that places emphasis on instant results and quick wins, the concept of patience can seem foreign. We are conditioned to expect immediate rewards for our efforts, leading to frustration and discouragement when results aren't instant. Yet, the most meaningful accomplishments in life rarely happen overnight. They require a deep commitment, ongoing effort, and a willingness to allow growth to happen gradually. When we nurture our desires with patience, we give them the space they need to take root, allowing them to grow in strength and resilience. Just as a tree needs years to grow from a sapling to its full height, so too do our dreams need time to mature and become sturdy enough to withstand the challenges of life. Patience is not about passively waiting, it's about actively engaging in the process of growth. Nurturing your desires means consistently showing up for them, even when progress is slow or invisible. It's about doing the work, step by step, knowing that each small action brings you closer to your goal. Each day we plant seeds through our actions, thoughts, and intentions. By showing up every day and putting in the work, we build a foundation upon which our desires can flourish. Patience, in this sense, becomes an active part of the journey, teaching us resilience, dedication, and trust in the process. The journey may not be quick, but it's through this slow and steady nurturing that our desires grow strong and enduring. When we nurture our desires, we must also be mindful of the energy we bring to the process. Just as a plant needs sunlight, water, and nutrients, our dreams need positive, nurturing energy to thrive. Negative thoughts, self-doubt, and impatience can act as weeds, choking the life out of our dreams before they even have a chance to grow. By cultivating a positive mindset and focusing on what we want to achieve, we provide our desires with the nourishment they need to flourish. This doesn't mean we ignore challenges or pretend that setbacks don't exist. Rather, it means that we approach these challenges with a belief that they are part of the growth process. Each obstacle becomes an opportunity to strengthen our commitment, allowing us to nurture our dreams with resilience and perseverance. Nurturing our desires also requires us to be adaptable. Growth is rarely a linear process. It involves twists, turns, and unexpected detours. When we are rigid in our expectations or unwilling to adapt, we may stifle the growth of our dreams. Patience involves an openness to change and a willingness to adjust our plans as we learn and grow. The path to realizing our desires is often different from what we originally imagined, but by staying adaptable, we allow our dreams to evolve in ways we might not have anticipated. Just as a river changes course as it flows, so too do our dreams take on new shapes and directions as they grow. This adaptability becomes an essential part of nurturing our desires, allowing them to grow in ways that align with our true selves and evolving goals. It's important to remember that nurturing desires requires balance. Just as overwatering a plant can harm it, pushing too hard toward our goals can lead to burnout and discouragement. Patience teaches us to respect our limits and honor the natural ebb and flow of our energy. There will be times when it's necessary to push forward, but there will also be times when rest and reflection are needed. This balance is a crucial part of nurturing our desires, as it allows us to sustain our efforts over the long term. By listening to ourselves and honoring our needs, we create a steady, sustainable path toward growth. Each pause, each moment of reflection, becomes a part of the nurturing process, allowing us to approach our dreams with renewed energy and purpose. Nurturing desires with patience also involves a deep sense of trust in the timing of life. We may have a clear vision of what we want, but we cannot always predict when or how it will come to fruition. Patience teaches us to release our attachment to specific outcomes and instead focus on the journey itself. By letting go of rigid timelines and expectations, we open ourselves up to the possibility that our desires may manifest in ways that are even better than we imagined. This trust in timing is not a passive resignation. It's an active belief that life is unfolding in a way that serves our highest good. Each day becomes an opportunity to deepen this trust, nurturing our desires with the understanding that they will come to us when the time is right. As we nurture our desires patiently, we also grow in self-awareness. The process of pursuing a goal reveals much about who we are, our strengths, and areas for growth. By engaging in this process with patience, we allow ourselves to learn and evolve alongside our dreams. Each step of the journey becomes a mirror, reflecting our inner beliefs, fears, and aspirations. This self-awareness becomes a powerful tool, guiding us to make choices that align with our true values and helping us to stay focused on what truly matters. As we nurture our desires with patience, we grow not only closer to our goals, but also closer to our authentic selves. Nurturing desires with patience is about embracing the journey as much as the destination. It's about understanding that every small step, every moment of growth, is valuable in its own right. This patient nurturing transforms the journey into an experience of growth, discovery, and self-fulfillment. By committing to this process, we create a foundation upon which our desires can take root and flourish, becoming strong, resilient, and deeply fulfilling. Patience is the quiet strength that allows us to nurture our dreams with love, dedication, and an unwavering belief in their eventual blossoming. The art of surrender is one of life's greatest yet most challenging lessons. Releasing control isn't about giving up on our desires, dreams, or aspirations. It's about embracing a state of mind that allows us to flow with life's rhythm, rather than trying to bend everything to our will. In our quest to achieve goals and manifest dreams, there's often a tendency to cling tightly to control, believing that every single aspect of the journey must be steered precisely to reach our destination. But true fulfillment often lies in allowing the natural course of events to unfold, trusting that there's a wisdom beyond our immediate understanding that will guide us toward what we truly need. Control often stems from a fear of the unknown, a need to make every outcome predictable and secure. However, the more we try to control every detail, the more resistance we create. When we cling tightly to how we think things should happen, we limit the boundless possibilities that life might have in store for us. Instead of focusing on what we can control, our actions, intentions, and attitudes, we expend energy trying to control the outcomes, the timing, or the responses of others. This leads to frustration, stress, and even disappointment, as things rarely unfold exactly as we planned. Surrendering control allows us to release this resistance and move in harmony with life's natural flow. Surrendering doesn't mean we stop caring or give up on our goals. It's about letting go of the attachment to a specific outcome. This process of release invites a shift in our perspective, allowing us to focus more on the journey than on the destination. When we are fully present and engaged in the journey, we allow ourselves to experience growth and transformation in a way that's authentic and organic. Life's path is rarely a straight line. By releasing the need for a specific outcome, we open ourselves to possibilities that we may not have envisioned. Often the most beautiful and rewarding experiences come when we least expect them, unfolding in ways that exceed our expectations. This act of surrender also helps us build resilience and inner strength. By releasing the need to control every aspect, we learn to trust ourselves and our ability to adapt to whatever comes our way. We become more flexible, more adaptable, and more willing to face challenges with an open heart and mind. The journey of life is full of uncertainties, and it is in these moments of uncertainty that we discover our true strength. Surrendering control requires courage and a willingness to face the unknown, but it is in this release that we cultivate resilience, knowing that no matter what happens, we have the inner resources to navigate it. At its core, surrender is about trust in ourselves, trust in the process, and trust in the timing of life. When we release control, we begin to see that life has a way of working things out, often in ways that we couldn't have planned or predicted. This trust isn't something that comes easily. It's something we develop over time as we see how our life's journey has unfolded. Looking back, we often realize that some of our greatest blessings came from experiences that we initially resisted or tried to control. By letting go, we create space for the unexpected gifts and lessons that life offers, allowing them to come into our lives without forcing or pushing. Surrender also allows us to step back and see the bigger picture. When we are focused on controlling every detail, it's easy to become consumed by the minutiae of daily life. losing sight of the greater purpose behind our actions and intentions. By releasing control, we give ourselves the freedom to step back, reflect, and gain perspective. We can see how each experience, whether positive or challenging, fits into the larger mosaic of our lives. This broader view helps us to appreciate the journey in its entirety, rather than becoming fixated on a single outcome. It reminds us that life's beauty often lies in its unpredictability, in the way each moment weaves into the next, creating a unique and meaningful tapestry. Releasing control and surrendering also teaches us the importance of flow. There's a natural rhythm to life, a flow that connects us with the world around us. When we surrender, we allow ourselves to move in harmony with this rhythm, rather than struggling against it. Imagine a river flowing downstream. When we try to control everything, it's as if we're swimming upstream, expending tremendous energy to move against the current. But when we surrender, we allow ourselves to be carried by the flow, trusting that the river knows the way. In this state of flow, we find a sense of ease and peace that cannot be found through force or control. The act of surrender doesn't mean we abandon our goals or desires. Instead, it shifts our focus from the outcome to the process itself. We learn to enjoy each step, to find fulfillment in the small moments, and to appreciate the journey. This shift in focus allows us to bring our best selves to each moment, creating a ripple effect that influences not only our own lives, but the lives of those around us. By letting go of control, we become more present, more compassionate, and more attuned to the needs and feelings of others, allowing us to connect with people and experiences in a deeper and more meaningful way. In surrender, there is also a profound sense of freedom. The weight of control can be heavy, as it requires constant effort and vigilance to maintain. When we release this need to control, we free ourselves from this burden, allowing us to experience a lightness and peace that comes from accepting life as it is. This freedom allows us to move through life with a sense of curiosity and wonder, open to new experiences and willing to embrace the unknown. Instead of fearing what might happen, we learn to embrace each moment as it comes, knowing that whatever happens, we have the strength and resilience to face it. One of the most powerful steps we can take in life is to prepare ourselves for the future we envision. Preparation isn't about waiting passively for things to happen. It's about actively getting ready to receive what we desire. When we prepare for what's coming, we show our commitment to our goals, dreams, and aspirations, signaling to ourselves and to life that we are ready to step into a new chapter. Preparing yourself for what's coming is a process that requires clarity, consistency, and self-awareness, and it means cultivating the skills, mindset, and resilience to handle both the challenges and opportunities that await. At its core, preparation begins with a clear vision. Without a clear sense of what we want, preparation becomes aimless. We must have a strong understanding of what it is we desire, whether it's a specific career, a relationship, a new phase of life, or even a way of being. This clarity helps us to focus our efforts in the right direction, giving us a sense of purpose and a roadmap for the journey ahead. When we know what we want, we can identify the steps needed to move closer to it. Vision serves as the foundation, grounding our preparation in a sense of purpose and helping us to make choices that align with our goals. Preparing for what's coming also means taking consistent action toward our vision. Even the best laid plans require effort and perseverance to bring them to life. Each small step we take builds momentum, bringing us closer to the future we desire. This is where patience and commitment become crucial, as true preparation often involves repeated actions over time. It's about showing up day after day, even when progress feels slow, trusting that each effort contributes to the bigger picture. Consistency builds habits, and habits create lasting change. When we consistently show up for ourselves, we develop the resilience and stamina needed to sustain our journey, ensuring that we are truly ready for what lies ahead. A significant part of preparation is developing the skills necessary to achieve our goals. Whatever your dreams may be, there are specific skills that will help you along the way, whether they're technical, emotional, or interpersonal. Preparation involves identifying these skills and working to improve them, strengthening our capacity to handle future opportunities. This may involve formal education, self-study, mentorship, or real-world experience, each contributing to our personal and professional growth. As we develop these skills, we build confidence in our ability to navigate the challenges that may come. With each new skill, we become better equipped to make the most of the opportunities that come our way, knowing that we have laid a solid foundation for success. In addition to practical skills, preparing yourself for the future requires cultivating the right mindset. The way we think has a profound impact on the way we experience life, and a positive, resilient mindset can make all the difference. A growth mindset, one that embraces learning, adapts to challenges, and sees setbacks as opportunities, is essential for long-term success. When we approach life with an open mind, we become more adaptable, more willing to learn, and more capable of handling whatever comes our way. Preparing for the future means building mental resilience, training ourselves to stay calm and focused even in the face of uncertainty. This mental strength becomes a valuable asset, allowing us to face challenges with grace and determination. Preparing for what's coming also involves emotional readiness. Achieving our dreams and embracing new opportunities often requires us to step out of our comfort zones, face fears, and confront inner barriers. Emotional readiness means cultivating self-awareness, understanding our own triggers, and learning how to manage our emotions effectively. It involves developing emotional resilience so that we can handle setbacks and disappointments without losing sight of our goals. This emotional preparation allows us to remain steady and focused, even when the journey becomes challenging. By preparing ourselves emotionally, we create a solid inner foundation, empowering ourselves to pursue our dreams with courage and conviction. As we prepare for what's coming, it's also essential to create an environment that supports our growth. Our surroundings have a significant impact on our mindset, motivation, and focus. Preparing yourself for the future may mean making changes in your physical environment, your social circle, or your daily habits. Surround yourself with people who inspire and support you, individuals who encourage you to strive for your best. Create a space that energizes you, whether it's a workspace that fosters productivity or a home environment that brings you peace. When our environment aligns with our goals, we're more likely to stay motivated and focused, allowing us to channel our energy into our preparation. Another key aspect of preparing for what's coming is embracing self-care. The journey toward our dreams can be demanding, and it's easy to neglect our own well-being in the pursuit of success. Self-care isn't just about relaxation, it's about nurturing your physical, mental, and emotional health so that you have the strength to pursue your goals. Exercise, rest, and nutrition are all essential components of self-care, providing the energy and focus needed for sustained effort. Mental and emotional self-care, such as mindfulness, meditation, or spending time in nature, can help reduce stress and maintain balance. By taking care of yourself, you ensure that you are in the best possible state to handle what's coming, equipped with the energy and resilience to face both challenges and opportunities. Preparation also involves setting boundaries and learning to prioritize. As we work toward our goals, it's easy to become overwhelmed by demands on our time and energy. Setting boundaries helps us to focus on what truly matters, ensuring that we're investing our time in activities that align with our vision. Learning to say no to distractions or obligations that don't serve our purpose is an important skill, one that allows us to maintain focus and stay committed to our path. Prioritizing our goals means recognizing that our time and energy are valuable resources, and that preparation requires us to invest these resources wisely. A powerful part of preparing yourself for the future is visualizing success. Visualization is a technique used by athletes, artists, and successful individuals across fields to mentally rehearse their goals and dreams. When we visualize ourselves achieving our goals, we create a mental image of success that can motivate and inspire us. This mental rehearsal helps to build confidence, reduce anxiety, and reinforce our commitment to our vision. By visualizing the future we desire, we train our minds to recognize opportunities and stay focused on our goals. This mental preparation creates a sense of readiness, enabling us to approach challenges with confidence and determination. Preparing for what's coming requires a deep sense of trust in the process. We may not always know exactly how or when our dreams will come to fruition, but preparation involves trusting that our efforts will eventually bear fruit. This trust allows us to stay committed, even when progress feels slow or setbacks arise. By focusing on what we can control, our actions, our mindset, and our preparation, we build a foundation of trust that sustains us through the ups and downs of the journey. This trust, combined with our preparation, creates a sense of peace, allowing us to move forward with faith that our efforts will lead us to where we're meant to be. Practicing patience in the present moment is a skill that can shape our lives in profound ways, grounding us amid the uncertainties and desires of life. Patience isn't merely waiting for things to happen, it is the art of finding contentment and calm in each moment, even when we desire progress, change, or answers. Practicing patience allows us to focus on what is within our control, fostering a peaceful mind and a resilient spirit. This commitment to patience connects us to our true power, helping us cultivate a steady mind, balanced emotions, and inner peace, qualities that serve as the bedrock for a meaningful and fulfilling life. At its essence, patience in the present moment begins with acceptance. Acceptance means acknowledging our current circumstances without resistance or frustration, understanding that every moment is a part of our journey, even if it doesn't appear as progress. When we resist our current circumstances, we create tension and struggle within ourselves, which distracts from our goals and personal growth. Accepting the present doesn't mean giving up on our dreams or settling for less, rather. It's a practice of embracing where we are right now, finding value in our experiences, and allowing the lessons of the present moment to unfold naturally. Acceptance opens the door to patience, helping us see that every phase of our journey holds unique lessons that prepare us for what's to come. Practicing patience in the present moment also means learning to let go of the need for control. We often feel impatient because we believe we can force life to move at our desired pace, expecting results or changes instantly. But true patience lies in recognizing that life follows its own rhythms, often beyond our immediate control. By letting go of our need to control outcomes, we cultivate a deep sense of inner freedom. This release allows us to move forward with faith, knowing that even though we may not see immediate results, our efforts and intentions are part of a greater flow. When we let go of control, we free ourselves from the pressures of timelines and expectations, creating a peaceful space for growth to take place naturally. One way to practice patience is through mindfulness, which brings our awareness into the present moment. By focusing on the here and now, we prevent our minds from wandering into past regrets or future anxieties. Mindfulness allows us to experience each moment fully, finding joy in the simple things we might otherwise overlook. In a state of mindfulness, we see that every moment holds potential for insight, growth, or peace. Patience becomes easier when we stop rushing toward an imagined future and instead immerse ourselves in what is happening now. Practicing mindfulness trains our minds to stay present, helping us appreciate the journey rather than fixate on the destination. Through mindfulness, we cultivate patience by learning to savor each moment as it is, finding beauty and meaning in the seemingly ordinary aspects of our lives. Another key to cultivating patience in the present moment is reframing our perspective on time. Our culture often emphasizes speed and productivity, creating a sense of urgency that makes patience seem counterproductive. But patience is not about wasting time, it's about using time wisely and with purpose. When we practice patience, we shift from a mindset of scarcity, believing there's never enough time, to one of abundance, understanding that time is a resource we can use thoughtfully. Rather than rushing through tasks or seeking immediate results, patience encourages us to focus on the quality of our efforts and the depth of our experiences. With this perspective, we see time not as an enemy to outrun, but as a companion on our journey, one that allows us to grow and evolve at our natural pace. Practicing patience also involves self-compassion. Often we become impatient with ourselves when we feel we're not making progress fast enough, or when we encounter setbacks. Self-compassion teaches us to be gentle with ourselves, recognizing that growth is not a linear process. By showing ourselves kindness and understanding, we create a safe space for learning and development, free from harsh self-criticism. Self-compassion allows us to approach our journey with empathy, understanding that mistakes and delays are natural parts of growth. When we treat ourselves with patience, we nurture a sense of inner strength and resilience, building the confidence to keep moving forward, even when the road gets tough. This practice of self-compassion reinforces our patience, helping us trust that we're exactly where we need to be. An essential component of patience in the present moment is gratitude. When we focus on what we lack or what we wish would happen, we overlook the blessings and opportunities already present in our lives. Gratitude shifts our attention away from longing and toward appreciation, helping us find fulfillment in what we have right now. By cultivating gratitude, we transform impatience into contentment, allowing ourselves to experience a sense of abundance regardless of external circumstances. This gratitude fosters patience by reminding us that every moment, even those filled with challenges, contributes to our growth. With a grateful heart, we learn to see each day as a gift, finding joy and peace in the simple act of being. Patience also teaches us resilience, the ability to persevere through difficult times without losing hope or giving up. When we practice patience, we strengthen our capacity to handle challenges with grace and courage. Patience in the face of adversity shows us that we are stronger than we may realize, capable of withstanding hardships and emerging even stronger. This resilience is not about suppressing our feelings or denying our struggles. It's about facing them with a calm and steady spirit, trusting that we have the inner resources to overcome any obstacle. Practicing patience builds resilience by helping us view setbacks as temporary and manageable, encouraging us to keep going even when the path forward isn't immediately clear. In the process of practicing patience, we also develop emotional intelligence, which enables us to navigate our feelings with awareness and balance. Impatience often arises from frustration, anxiety, or a sense of inadequacy. By practicing patience, we learn to observe these emotions without reacting to them impulsively. This emotional awareness allows us to make wiser decisions, responding to challenges calmly and thoughtfully. Patience teaches us to sit with our feelings, giving ourselves time to process them before taking action. This practice not only deepens our understanding of ourselves, but also strengthens our relationships, as we learn to respond to others with empathy and understanding rather than impatience or frustration. With patience, we cultivate emotional maturity, equipping ourselves to handle life's ups and downs with poise and composure. Another benefit of patience in the present moment is its impact on creativity and problem solving. When we rush to find solutions or force outcomes, we limit our thinking and overlook potential ideas. Patience creates a mental space where creativity can flourish, allowing us to approach challenges with a fresh perspective. By giving ourselves time to think, reflect, and explore, we open ourselves up to new possibilities and insights. This creative process can lead to innovative solutions or unexpected breakthroughs, which may not have emerged under pressure. Practicing patience fosters a mindset of curiosity and openness, encouraging us to explore multiple paths and consider a variety of options without the stress of immediate results. Patience also deepens our relationships with others. When we are patient with others, we allow them the time and space to express themselves fully, creating a foundation of trust and mutual respect. Impatience often leads to misunderstandings, as we may rush to conclusions or dismiss others' perspectives. By practicing patience, we develop the ability to listen deeply, to understand others' viewpoints, and to respond with empathy. This quality is invaluable in building meaningful connections, as it fosters an environment where everyone feels valued and respected. Patience strengthens our relationships by promoting compassion and understanding, allowing us to support each other's growth without judgment or pressure. Practicing patience in the present moment teaches us to live with intention. When we embrace patience, we make a conscious choice to focus on what truly matters, aligning our actions with our values and goals. Patience allows us to let go of the constant rush and instead live each day with purpose and mindfulness, fully engaging in the experiences and relationships that enrich our lives. By grounding ourselves in the present moment, we discover a sense of fulfillment that transcends external achievements, finding peace and joy in simply being. Practicing patience enables us to create a life that is not only successful but also deeply meaningful, as we learn to appreciate the journey rather than fixate on the destination. Holding faith over doubt is a profound practice that empowers us to navigate the challenges of life with resilience, courage, and unwavering optimism. Faith isn't about denying reality or ignoring the difficulties that we face. It's about embracing a belief in something greater than what our current circumstances might reveal. Choosing faith over doubt requires us to see beyond the immediate and trust in a bigger picture, even when we cannot yet see how things will unfold. It's an internal conviction, a quiet but steady assurance that things will ultimately work out as they should, aligning with our intentions and higher purpose. In this way, faith becomes a guiding light, illuminating our path and helping us to stay focused on our goals and dreams, no matter how distant they may seem. At the core of holding faith over doubt is the recognition that life is a journey with highs, lows, and moments of uncertainty. During these times, it's natural to experience doubt, fear, or even despair. But faith invites us to view these challenges not as obstacles that define us, but as stepping stones that shape our character and prepare us for greater things. When we choose faith, we choose to believe that every experience, even the difficult ones, serves a purpose in our growth and evolution. This perspective empowers us to move forward with confidence, trusting that there is meaning and wisdom in each phase of our journey. Holding on to faith means affirming that life is inherently good, that we are capable of overcoming any adversity, and that our dreams are valid and achievable. One of the ways we can cultivate faith over doubt is by reflecting on past experiences where things worked out in ways we didn't expect. Often we look back and see that some of our greatest challenges or setbacks were actually blessings in disguise, leading us to growth, wisdom, or new opportunities. Remembering these moments can help us strengthen our faith, as it reminds us that life often has a way of orchestrating events for our highest good, even when we cannot immediately see it. By reflecting on our own resilience and the ways we've overcome past difficulties, we build a reservoir of strength that fuels our faith in the present. Each experience of perseverance reinforces the belief that we are capable of handling whatever comes our way, and that life will support us on our journey. Faith over doubt also requires us to practice patience, as faith doesn't always bring instant results or immediate answers. Often, the things we desire most require time, dedication, and a willingness to trust in the process. This patience allows us to release the need for immediate gratification and instead focus on nurturing our goals with steady commitment. Faith encourages us to plant seeds of intention, to water them with our actions, and to wait for them to bloom in their own time. By practicing patience, we develop the resilience to stay on our path, even when progress seems slow, trusting that each small step brings us closer to our destination. Patience transforms faith into a daily practice, a quiet assurance that keeps us moving forward with calm and clarity, even in times of uncertainty. Holding faith over doubt also means cultivating a positive inner dialogue. Our minds are often filled with conflicting thoughts, and it's easy to let doubt dominate if we allow it. Faith calls us to consciously choose thoughts that uplift, inspire, and empower us. This doesn't mean ignoring our fears, but rather acknowledging them while consciously affirming our belief in a positive outcome. Positive self-talk can include affirmations, visualizations, or reminders of our strengths and past successes. By choosing to focus on empowering thoughts, we create a mental environment that supports our goals and helps us stay focused on our vision. In moments of doubt, this positive dialogue becomes an anchor, reminding us of our worth, our capabilities, and the potential for good that lies ahead. In this way, faith becomes an inner dialogue, a daily practice of aligning our thoughts with our higher vision. Faith over doubt is also supported by surrounding ourselves with people who uplift and encourage us. The energy and beliefs of those around us can significantly impact our mindset and our ability to maintain faith in difficult times. Positive, supportive relationships can remind us of our potential, offer valuable perspectives, and provide encouragement when we need it most. Surrounding ourselves with people who believe in us and our dreams creates a network of support, helping us stay resilient in the face of challenges. These relationships serve as a mirror, reflecting back our strengths and reminding us of our purpose when doubt creeps in. By connecting with others who share our values and aspirations, we build a community of faith, where each person's strength reinforces our own, helping us hold on to our vision with confidence and hope. Another aspect of holding faith over doubt is the willingness to take action, even when the path is unclear. Faith is not passive. It requires us to show up for our goals, to put in the work, and to trust that our efforts will be rewarded in due time. Taking action, however small, reinforces our commitment to our dreams and sends a message to the universe that we are ready and willing to receive. This proactive approach strengthens our faith, as each step we take brings us closer to our vision. Even when we cannot see the entire path, taking one step at a time builds momentum and reinforces our belief in a positive outcome. Faith in action is a powerful force, one that allows us to transcend doubt and keep moving forward, knowing that every effort, no matter how small, is meaningful and contributes to our success. Faith over doubt also invites us to release the need for certainty. Life is full of unknowns, and often our doubts arise from a desire to know exactly how things will unfold. But true faith is about embracing the mystery, trusting that even without all the answers, we are exactly where we need to be. This surrender allows us to let go of control, to flow with life rather than resist it, and to find peace in the present moment. By releasing the need for certainty, we open ourselves up to possibilities beyond our expectations. This openness allows us to receive guidance, inspiration, and support from unexpected sources, reminding us that we are not alone on our journey. Faith, then, becomes a practice of trust, a willingness to let life unfold in its own way, with the understanding that each moment is part of a greater plan. In practicing faith over doubt, we also learn the value of gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have, reminding us of the abundance that exists in our lives. By focusing on the blessings around us, we reinforce a mindset of positivity and attract more of what we desire. Gratitude fosters faith by reminding us of life's generosity, showing us that we are constantly supported and provided for. When we appreciate the present, we create a strong foundation of faith, trusting that the same abundance will continue to flow into our lives. Gratitude helps us see the beauty in each moment, and it strengthens our belief that life is inherently good, that we are worthy of our dreams, and that the universe is on our side. Faith over doubt also involves trusting in our own abilities and strengths. Doubt often arises when we question our capacity to achieve our goals or handle challenges. Faith, however, is an affirmation of our worth, our skills, and our resilience. It reminds us that we are equipped with everything we need to succeed, and that we are capable of rising to any occasion. By focusing on our strengths rather than our weaknesses, we empower ourselves to move forward with confidence and determination. This self-trust is the foundation of faith, as it reminds us that we have the inner resources to overcome any obstacle. When we believe in ourselves, we strengthen our resolve, making it easier to hold on to our vision and move through doubt with courage and clarity. Holding faith over doubt means embracing a spirit of hope. Hope is the fuel that keeps our dreams alive, the light that guides us through the darkness of uncertainty. It is a deep-seated belief that, no matter what happens, there is always a way forward, always a reason to keep going. Hope transforms faith into a living, breathing force that propels us toward our goals. With hope, we can face any challenge, knowing that our vision is worth pursuing and that the journey itself is filled with meaning. Holding on to hope allows us to transcend doubt and stay focused on the positive, believing that life is always working in our favor. Seeing the bigger picture is a powerful skill that enables us to navigate life with greater perspective and resilience. It means looking beyond the immediate circumstances and recognizing that every moment is part of a larger, interconnected journey. Life is not a series of isolated events, rather, it's a continuous unfolding of experiences that shape, challenge, and ultimately strengthen us. By keeping the bigger picture in mind, we cultivate the ability to see beyond temporary setbacks, realizing that each challenge is a piece of a greater puzzle. This perspective allows us to rise above short-term frustrations and maintain our focus on long-term goals, knowing that the path may have twists and turns, but it ultimately leads us toward growth, wisdom, and fulfillment. To see the bigger picture, we must first release the need to control every outcome. Life often unfolds in unexpected ways, and our efforts to micromanage can limit us from seeing opportunities that lie just outside of our immediate focus. By loosening our grip on specific results, we open ourselves to a broader vision of what's possible. This surrender doesn't mean we stop caring or trying, rather. It means trusting that life has a natural flow, one that is sometimes beyond our understanding yet ultimately serves our highest good. Embracing this broader vision invites us to approach each moment with curiosity and openness, allowing us to see even the smallest events as part of a larger story. Seeing the bigger picture also requires us to embrace patience. Often we're so focused on achieving our immediate goals that we overlook the value of the journey itself. But growth is not instant. It's a gradual process that requires time, persistence, and a willingness to adapt. Patience allows us to appreciate each step along the way, even if it doesn't bring instant results. When we cultivate patience, we begin to see that every experience, whether positive or challenging, is part of our personal evolution. This perspective allows us to approach life with a sense of calm and assurance, knowing that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. Patience then becomes a bridge to the bigger picture, helping us to accept life's timing without resistance or frustration. The bigger picture also includes our relationships with others, as each person we encounter plays a role in our journey. By seeing life as a web of interconnected experiences, we recognize that our interactions with others contribute to our growth, just as much as our personal achievements. Relationships, whether harmonious or challenging, offer us insights into ourselves, allowing us to develop qualities such as compassion, understanding, and resilience. When we see others as fellow travelers on this journey, we're more inclined to treat them with kindness and respect, even in difficult situations. This broader perspective helps us to cultivate deeper connections and appreciate the role others play in our lives. By understanding that we're all part of a larger whole, we can approach relationships with empathy, knowing that each person's path is as valuable as our own. Another essential aspect of seeing the bigger picture is acknowledging the role of setbacks and challenges in our lives. Often we view obstacles as negative experiences that hinder our progress. However, from a broader perspective, these challenges are essential for our growth, providing us with opportunities to learn, adapt, and strengthen our resilience. By seeing setbacks as part of the bigger picture, we shift our mindset from one of frustration to one of empowerment. Each challenge becomes a chance to develop new skills, to test our limits, and to discover inner strengths we may not have known we possessed. This perspective allows us to approach difficulties with a sense of purpose, recognizing that even our struggles are guiding us toward a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Seeing the bigger picture also helps us prioritize what truly matters. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to get caught up in the pursuit of material success or superficial goals, losing sight of the values that bring us genuine fulfillment. By taking a step back and considering the bigger picture, we can identify what is most important to us, such as meaningful relationships, personal growth, and making a positive impact on others. This perspective allows us to align our actions with our core values, ensuring that our efforts are directed toward what truly enriches our lives. When we focus on what matters most, we find greater satisfaction and purpose, knowing that our choices are contributing to a life that is both fulfilling and authentic. Another way to see the bigger picture is by cultivating gratitude. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack to what we already have, allowing us to appreciate the present moment and the journey we're on. When we practice gratitude, we're more likely to see the beauty and abundance in our lives, even during difficult times. This perspective helps us to recognize that each experience, whether joyful or challenging, is a gift that contributes to our growth and understanding. Gratitude reinforces our connection to the bigger picture, reminding us that life is filled with blessings and that each moment has value. By appreciating what we have now, we strengthen our ability to see life's richness, enabling us to approach the future with optimism and hope. Seeing the bigger picture also involves trusting that everything happens for a reason. This belief doesn't imply that life is always easy, or that we won't face hardships, rather. It suggests that there is meaning and purpose in each experience. When we trust that life has a plan, we're more likely to find peace in difficult situations, knowing that they too are part of our journey. This trust allows us to release our fears and worries, embracing each moment with acceptance and faith. By seeing the bigger picture, we recognize that life's challenges are not random, but are opportunities for growth and self-discovery. This perspective gives us the strength to keep moving forward, even when the path is unclear, knowing that each step brings us closer to our purpose. A broader vision of life also includes an awareness of the impact we have on others and the world around us. Our actions, no matter how small, contribute to the collective experience of humanity. By seeing the bigger picture, we become more mindful of how we interact with others, understanding that our words and deeds can have a lasting impact. This awareness encourages us to act with integrity, kindness, and compassion, knowing that we are part of something greater than ourselves. When we consider the bigger picture, we are reminded that our lives have meaning beyond our individual goals and desires. This perspective inspires us to contribute positively to the world, creating a ripple effect of kindness and understanding that extends far beyond our immediate sphere of influence. Seeing the bigger picture also requires us to embrace change and adapt to new circumstances. Life is constantly evolving, and our ability to flow with these changes is essential for our growth. When we resist change, we limit ourselves to a narrow perspective, clinging to what is familiar rather than embracing new possibilities. By seeing the bigger picture, we understand that change is a natural part of life's journey, one that brings new experiences, insights, and opportunities. This perspective allows us to approach change with openness and curiosity, seeing it as a chance to expand our understanding and evolve. By embracing change, we align ourselves with life's natural rhythm, allowing us to move forward with grace and resilience. Seeing the bigger picture enables us to cultivate inner peace. When we focus solely on immediate challenges, we often feel overwhelmed, stressed, or anxious. However, by stepping back and considering the larger journey, we gain a sense of calm and perspective. This inner peace comes from knowing that life has a flow, that each moment is part of a greater purpose, and that we are exactly where we need to be. By embracing the bigger picture, we find solace in the knowledge that life is unfolding as it should, and we can trust in the journey. This peace allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with a sense of serenity, knowing that everything is connected and that each experience contributes to our growth and understanding. In the journey of life, trust that what you seek will come to you at the right time. Patience, faith, and a willingness to release control allow us to move gracefully with life's rhythm, rather than against it. Each desire, each struggle, each moment is shaping us, preparing us for what lies ahead. By nurturing our dreams and holding faith over doubt, we align ourselves with a greater plan that we may not fully see, but can always trust. Life's timing is not ours to dictate, but by embracing each step with open eyes and an open heart, we're preparing ourselves for the exact moment when our desires will manifest. Keep the vision, remain grounded in purpose, and let life's flow guide you. Know that everything will come, and it will be right, not a moment too early or too late.